Hey, Sack Guy here. Today I've got a Swiss Army knife for you. I've decided to get a Huntsman, which is the same as a Field Master, except has a corkscrew. And there's a reason I wanted to get one with the corkscrew. I'll show you here shortly. But to start with, I got a Huntsman sliver-tech. I've been wanting to get a sliver-tech for probably ever since they came out, but didn't find a model I wanted one on. And I was at Smoky Mountain Knife Works a couple weeks ago, and I've been considering getting the Huntsman, and saw it in sliver-tech, and I was like, I've been wanting one in sliver-tech, let me get it and try it out. To start with, it's a 91 millimeter, which is 91 millimeters and 3.5 inches. The blade is 70 millimeters and 2.75 inches. Opened, it is 161 millimeters and 6.25 inches. Weighs in at 97 grams, which is 3.4 ounces. This is a 4-layer knife. Has the two cutting blades, the large and the small blade, the saw, scissors, and then your opening layer, can opener, bottle opener, flathead, and it has a 90-degree stop on the bottle opener. And then on the back you have your corkscrew, which I'll get to in a moment why this is important. Whoop. The hook, and it had one of the things I'm going to show about modding it. Has the hook that a lot of people don't like. I like the hook. You can use it, grab hold of some cordage, pull something tight, or carry a package that may be wrapped up with some string. And then the awl with the sewing eye. Now, and your toothpick and tweezers. Now this is going to replace in my basic everyday carry. It's not an everyday carry, but sometimes I have a pouch, I have a flashlight, and a Field Master in it for when I go out wandering the woods. And I've been seeing the ads, well, not so much ads, but other people using the mini tool fire ant. And like I said, I was at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, saw this, and I'm going, okay, I don't have to order it online and wait for it to get here and pay for shipping and all that. It's right here, and I got 3 of them. Has a little orange one that I've already pulled out, and I decided that because of the corkscrew, I can go ahead and put some tinder in here with the fire ant, which was a flint, steel that I can use to create sparks. This also has a small pinhole, so I can put a straight pin in there. And that's a pretty tight fit right there. And you never know when you might need a straight pin. And then we can put in one of the fire tinder into the corkscrew. Now I've got a couple others, but I didn't have a Huntsman. They have corkscrews on it, and I wanted the Huntsman because of the scissors and the saw, so I'd have something out in the wild. It's basically my emergency survival kit, if you will. Now, I've got the straight pin, the fire starter there, and then the small fire ant flint. Now really, I'm looking at this as a backup to my backup, because I'm also taking out the toothpick and putting in one of the other fire steels that slide in there from the same company that makes the fire ant. I already had these, and I really like adding that. That just gives me an extra thing. If I happen to lose or forget to bring a fire steel or matches with me, I have this one. If that breaks or I lose it, I have a backup. And then I have the tinder. Now, one of the interesting things here is if I don't want to bring the fire ant with me, but I want to bring some extra tinder, I can put a second tinder in there, and then we're ready to go, because I still have my other flint to start a fire. So I've got a couple options there. Now, one other modification, I'm not really making a big mod to my knife on this, is you may have saw it when I pulled out the hook. I have a sewing needle with about 30 to 36 inches of thread wrapped around it, and I can just grab the end of the thread and hold on to it, let it unroll, and I have a needle and thread to make a repair on some clothing if I should tear it, or someone with me tears something. You know, it's just an extra little thing that you can carry in the knife. And the way I put it in here is I put it up to where top of the needle's in the hook, if you can see that, and then slowly close it down, and I have to kind of jostle it around a little bit to get it to close completely. Drop that down in there along with the thread, and that closes down on it and will hold it in. And of course, now that I'm trying to do it on camera, it's not letting me get my there we go. Closes down a little bit better. Anyway, I have that for an emergency. And then I have one other thing I'm going to add to this, and that is a lanyard. It's orange, has some reflective thread in it. So if I should drop the knife, I've got some orange there, a couple things of orange plus the silver, help prevent it from losing it. This lanyard is a fire cord. It's got a bit of waxed jute string inside, so I can create a spark, get that going. I've also got the tinder, so if the tinder's not working for some reason, I've got a backup to that. So that's just my little kit there on my new Huntsman sliver-tech. Something I carry out in the woods with me in my pouch. I carry it's basically a spare flashlight, where if I happen to forget my flashlight, put this on my belt. I've got my flashlight, I've got a fire starter, having the saw on there, I can use that to build a shelter. It's just a handy little kit. Again, all of that stuff is a backup to my main kit, or if I lose my kit, I've got something attached to my belt. So I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. And if you have any questions about my kit or the things that I added to the knife, make it more useful, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.